is my vantage point for this Division 4 regional final matchup, Royal Oak Shrine and
Weather's getting colder, leaves are falling, and it's officially pitch black dark at 7 o'clock. You know what that means. High-level high school sports in the state of Michigan are here. God bless it for the next few weeks. And an awesome matchup with a Division 4 regional title on the line from Shrine High School in Royal Oak tonight. Shrine welcoming in Plymouth Christian Academy. Evan Stockton with you. We got Ben Holden roaming the sidelines for us tonight. Ben, this is a fascinating matchup. On one side, you've got Plymouth Christian Academy, who hasn't lost in darn near 2 months. They haven't lost since the middle of September. They just knocked off the consensus top team in this division, Cristo Rey, the other night. As for Shrine, very talented team, a team that has, in 12 of their 18 games this year, not given up a goal. Very talented soccer teams competing against each other tonight. Excited to see what is in store between Shrine and Plymouth Christian Academy. A little more bio info on these two teams. Plymouth Christian Academy, PCA for short, that's what we'll call them most of the night. 13-5-3 overall, but began this season with a 2-5-2 record. Ever since then, they are ripping off wins, specifically here in the playoffs. And the 4 playoff wins for PCA, they're outscoring opponents 17-3. On the other side for Shrine, as they've got a really good contingent packing the house here tonight, their record this year is sterling, 14-1-3. Their only loss came to that Cristo Rey team that was knocked off by Plymouth Christian Academy the other night. Ben, this is going to be a very fun matchup between two very good teams, and a nice little crowd has filed in on October Thursday night.
nice, cool, crisp evening out here, and yeah, the crowd's good, and nothing like a game to send your team on to the next round of the state tournament. One of these two teams going on to the state semifinals. You've talked about it, Evan, how good these two clubs are and how well they played and all the attributes they both bring. And, you know, we talked with the head coach of Royal Oak Shrine earlier tonight, Mark Soma. I simply asked him, I said, what do you tell your team in a situation like this, in moments like this, these young kids, the seniors, this could be their last game? He gave me a one-word answer. He said, relax. Go play your game, have fun, and enjoy the moment.
Yeah, that is fascinating. You get to these type of games where it's human nature, right? Any sport, you've worked so hard for so long, weeks and months leading up to a moment like this. It's hard not to overthink. It's hard not to go, oh, geez, all that lifting, all that running, all that extra time. If we don't play well in the next hour and a half, 2 hours, it's all done. Games like this often against two evenly matched teams on paper, Ben, it does come down to who's got that mental fortitude to survive and advance to, in this case, the Division 4 semifinals.
There's no question about it, and both these teams, both their keepers are great. They both got players that they're going to play the middle of the park. They're going to attack. They're going to take chances, and I'm looking forward to the matchup of these keepers. I'm looking forward to the matchups, really the back lines too, because they're going to both, I think, be under a lot of pressure, these two back lines, defending in their own end of the pitch. Players on both sides, there's certainly some guys to watch out for, and they're going to be active, and they're going to be all over the place. Sean Murphy is the keeper for Shrine, and I think a player to watch, one of them for Plymouth Christian Academy, is Cademan Whipple. He had 2 goals in their last game. Their coach, we talked to Ryan Thomason, like we talked to the other side of Mark Soma. He said he's got 10 goals. He's been one of our better guys, so keep your eyes on him. He wears number 10 for the club in purple.
Yes, and also we do have a pair of coaches' sons matching up here. For PCA, Ryan Thomason's son is on the roster, one of their better players, a very talented freshman,
yes.
Parker. And then for Shrine, Mark Soma's actually got 2 sons on the team. Caesar Soma, all-conference, one of the better players they've got. It is interesting, though, Ben. You have to clarify these things before a broadcast. Caesar is a junior. Some people call him CJ, but his dad said, please call him Caesar here tonight, so that's what we'll call him.
And that is because, that's a great point, partner, that's because he's named after his grandfather, Italian family, proud heritage. And I said to Coach, I said, That's more of a soccer name. Caesar's more of a soccer name, right? The deep roots in Italian football, and that's great. And I think these two clubs are going to put on a heck of a show, Evan. I am thrilled to be down here. You know me. I've been in many broadcast booths over the years. I'm always appreciative that you and I get to share the microphone. We do a lot of hockey here on our network and soccer and other sports, and I love being down here, man, so it's going to be a lot of fun here tonight.
I'm still not sure if Ben likes being down there because of the vantage point, or he just doesn't want to have to spend an extra second with me, but it's fine. We'll get to that answer eventually.
No, I'd rather have you in charge, and I can kind of take it in and add and use my eyes and ears as I was taught over the years, and you know as well. That's what you do when you're down on the field, and I love doing that, Evan, so I'm ready to get her going here with you.
Plymouth Christian Academy in the purple and gold. Royal Oak Shrine, the home team, in the white. We got a regional final on the line on a crisp fall night in the third week of October. Let's do this thing. Ball sent into the Shrine, back third. As we'll talk about all night, this is a Shrine defense, regardless of division, Ben, in the state of Michigan, playing outstanding all year. Literally 2/3 of their games this year are clean sheets for Shrine.
How about a dozen clean sheets? They've got 3 in the playoffs. They've won 9-0, 2-0, and 1-0. That is getting it done and being very smart in your own end of the pitch.
Think about these high-level, high-intensity type of matches as well. So careful early on to not let the other team get a lead or obviously conceding early on in the match, because that can change the whole tenor of it. This is PCA trying to control in the attacking third, and that defense for Shrine to clear it aside. Aiden Malloy, number 2, one of the men back there for the Knights. PCA's got to feel confident, right? Coming off that win over Cristo Rey the other day, who is the consensus top team in this division, Ben.
Yeah, and that's the only side.
Oh, no!
Look
What
out.
a mistake! Oh, no! I think PCA will take a goal just over a minute into the match. I didn't think they were going to get it that way, Ben. That's unfortunate for Shrine, but PCA's not going to complain.
They will not complain one bit about that. No doubt about it. Just a mistake and a miscue. And if you're Royal Oak Shrine, you've got to forget that as soon as that happened. Just as quickly as the play happened, you've got to forget that and get your game and your mind back on track.
And you talk about interesting things to happen. A Shrine team that barely concedes goals all year. That's only the 10th goal they've given up all year, and it comes that way on an own goal? So strange.
That is just crazy. Just after we talked them up, and they're trying to go on the attack now here, Evan.
And nice job by Plymouth Christian Academy. Their defense has been playing well all year, too. I mean, if you're not going to have confidence, I don't know when you would have it for Plymouth Christian Academy. After a slow start to the year, they have ripped off win after win. They are 11-0-2 in the last 13, Ben.
They haven't lost since September 12th. They lost 1-0 to Liggett.
This is a good ball ahead. This is an onside play. There was no flag up, and it went wide right. Plymouth Christian Academy defense stopped playing. That was an onside play and an opportunity.
They sure did, and we've seen a couple of odd plays. Obviously, the own goal, the bigger of the odd plays, but that was odd. You're right. They kind of stopped there, and down here watching them kind of looking around. So maybe both teams a little nerved up here to begin the match, Evan.
And you wouldn't blame either of them for being nervous.
Right.
I mean, you win this game, you're one game away from the state championship. I like both student sections have showed out here, Ben. Are you right in front of the Plymouth Christian Academy group, it looks like?
I am, yeah. They got a good turnout. They're just banging the drum right now, just kind of quietly, just getting into game mode here. But, yeah, there's a really good turnout. I'm right at mid-pitch, so just to the left of me looking out at the pitch is the Shrine section, and to the right, of course, is the PCA section.
Right in front of you, 6, Carmine Kopp, one of the men battling there for Shrine.
That's what I love about being down here, whether it's soccer or hockey, man. It's right in front of me, Evan.
It's a good ball ahead for Plymouth Christian Academy. Raismeyer shifting his way through the defense. He wants that left-footed strike. It got sent away. First corner of the night coming.
Well, he's their number 9, and you can clearly see that with his speed, his footwork, his ability to dribble that ball and just go on the attack and just push the pace and push the tempo. They're a good opportunity. They'll get the corner coming up.
Already 1-0. Plymouth Christian Academy. They scored on an own goal by Shrine. First corner of the night, a line drive right on the keeper and no problems for the Knights. It's a nifty little back heel for Shrine. Touch was a little bit heavy, couldn't quite get to it. Now it's intercepted again and sent out. There's Carmine Kopp, the senior for Shrine. That's another wrinkle in these games, right, Ben? You're a senior. In many cases, this is the last soccer game you may ever play. That's always in the back of your mind.
Oh, no question. I mean, and speaking of that, 6 seniors, 6 juniors. They got 5 sophomores and 3 freshmen on their roster. But you're right. You don't ever want it to end. You just don't.
Raismeyer headed it, tried it to himself. This ball rolls out. It should be a Plymouth Christian Academy throw, and it is on that far side. Friendly reminder for you, in these high school matches, it's 40 minutes running clock. In collegiate soccer, it's running clock unless there's a card shown or an injury in which they stop the clock. Collegiate matches, 45 minutes, 40 minutes here at the high school level. Always makes things interesting as you wind down toward the end of the match with that running clock. It's not quite like professional soccer where they add 5 minutes, but that's more of a guesstimate than the actual 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Guesstimate's not a real word, right? I just made that up.
Yeah, I suppose. Kind of like Tom Izzo always makes up words, right?
Hey, when you have the most wins of any coach still coaching, not named Kay or Boeheim or Roy Williams, you can make up words, Tom.
That's right.
We'll allow it. Another one right on that Shrine keeper, and no problem. So after the early problems, Ben, it looks like Shrine's back line starting to settle in here.
Yeah, they look a lot better, a little more comfortable, and see if they can get on the attack here a little bit. They've had that one chance where we saw Plymouth Christian kind of fall asleep there on that one sequence, but now a restart here. Let's see what they do here and what kind of set they're looking to run here.
And they will have a potential opportunity for a set piece here. Shrine sending men forward. This is a long ball into that box. Headed down and kicked out. Dybe sent it away for Plymouth Christian. Their coaching staff was telling us about how the school is still relatively young. It was only opened in the 80s. Ryan Thomasma graduated in 1995 when the school was only 10, 15 years old, Ben, and they have already built a nice little soccer tradition here.
They have. He's won 52 matches coaching the girls. He's coached their girls program for 5 years, and just in his second year, he's 19, 10, and 9. And, of course, this year, 13, 5, and 3. They finished second in their league, a really good league, 6, 2, and 2. And I know we talked about the run they're on. They're 11, 0, and 2 in their last 13.
So Shrine coming ahead. Cross was stopped. Kopp's got it again. Senior lost it. Back line for Plymouth Christian Academy holding firm. Shrine tries to penetrate that back line. Another ball ahead, but this one harmlessly rolls on the keeper for the Eagles. Getting a good look at Liam Garrett. Junior keeper tonight, rocking the neon for PCA. That's always a fun subplot in a soccer match. What color jersey is the keeper wearing? Shrine's got a neon pink keeper jersey. Very fitting here in October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yeah, great point.
Played ahead. Plymouth Christian Academy settling down again. This ball ahead's got a little bit too much juice on it. They were hoping for Juan Beltran, the talented junior. Back in the middle again. Cademan Whipple. Number 10 had it and lost it. One of the more talented soccer players the school's ever had. Shrine down that near side. Yep, a little bit heavy on that one, Ben, and it's out for a throw.
Yeah, that was Cesar Soma right just off the instep of his right foot, and just a little bit too much juice on that one.
Whistle, and they will allow this to be a free kick for Shrine. Let's see if they set up for another set piece here, Ben. They did from about 10, 15 yards back on the far side of the field 2 minutes ago.
Adam Ime is going to put it in play here, and everybody to the far side of the pitch there. There's one player all the way on the far side of the pitch with his hands in the air. Do they go to him?
Ime was trying to get it that way. It rolls all the way there. This one floating and handled by the keeper. Although the execution there on the set piece, Ben, wasn't half bad.
No, it wasn't. I like the intent. Just not enough to get that ball all the way through to give them a good look on that far side.
Oh, nice looking ball ahead, but handled by the back line for Shrine. There's that PCA contingent making a little noise. They didn't get here to the stadium until about an hour before the match. They didn't want to get here that close to match time, Ben, but they're dealing with what all of us are dealing with right now in Metro Detroit.
They live on the east side,
yeah. I mean,
or the west side, I mean.
The construction right now is it's just horrific.
It's just, yeah, I mean, the freeway out there can't get done soon enough. 3 years. Yeah, they got a good crowd. I mean, both these schools they're only a couple apart in terms of their enrollment, 224 and 226. Small schools, great athletic programs. The families are incredibly committed at both these schools over the years, and it's great to see them squaring off. And I loved when we talked to Ryan Thomas, and he said we've beaten 4 teams in a row that have been ranked in front of us. And I think that's a nice luxury for a coach to have when you don't have that quote-unquote pressure. I mean, I think these other teams that are left in the tournament know how good this team is, but I thought that was interesting talking to him, and it lets his guys, I think, go out and play a little bit more free. We'll see as the match goes on, though, Evan.
Tried to play it ahead. One of the forwards for Shrine didn't work. Now PCA on a brief counter. Now sent back toward the middle for Shrine.
Oh.
Strong header for PCA. Good work there by Garrett. And this ball goes out. All right, we need to take a break here because we actually need to switch internets. The wonderful world of broadcasting. We'll be back soon, I promise. Right now it's 1-0 PCA in front. All right, we're back at Shrine High, Division IV Regional Final, Plymouth Christian Academy and Shrine. In case you're just joining us, Plymouth Christian Academy scored on a Shrine own goal, an unfortunate header by Jack Rice into the back of the Shrine net. So PCA off to a 1-0 lead. Just about 15 minutes into the match. Taken away by Shrine. Played toward the middle and steered back ahead by PCA. Evan Stockton up here in the press box. Ben Holden down on the field. staying warm. It's amazing, Ben. When the sun goes down, that temperature drops real quick, huh, buddy?
Yeah, it chilled off at least 10 degrees, man. I had to put another layer on. I had to put a little fleece on. I got the long sleeve and the fleece and the vest going. But as I say that, one of the officials is right in front of me. Of course, he's out here in shorts. And, you know, those guys, they got to brave the elements, whether it's snowing or not. I mean, in the state finals are November 2nd up in Grand Ledge, just west of Lansing there. So who knows what the weather might be then. But, yeah, it's a beautiful night, man. And, you know, so far I think, you know, obviously the story is the own goal that you mentioned, but I don't think PCA's really done a whole lot since then offensively. I think Shrine is, yeah, they're down 1-0 in the match, but I think for the most part, that's out of their minds. They've been the team that's been a little bit more aggressive here on the offensive side of the ball here.
Still so much of the match to go. Look, if you're going to concede an own goal, if there's ever a time to do it, you may as well do it literally 80 seconds into the match, right?
It's 100% true, and, yeah, you never want to see that, especially in a game of this magnitude with one of these teams moving to within 2 wins of a state championship. But you're right. I mean, that's the best way you can look at it. And like I said, when it happened, you have to forget it as quickly as that goal went into your own net, and I think Shrine has done that, Evan.
Kopp tried a ball ahead. Now he's battling for it again. This senior wearing 6 for Shrine has been all over the pitch. Look at him still battle over there.
Wow. What a great run there from him.
All right, here's Rice. He was the one who had the header go into the back of the net. You know he is going to be playing with his hair on the fire for the rest of the match.
No question about it, man. That's tough, but you just got to keep charging and forging ahead. That's all you can do from that instance. You can't let it linger in your mind. You just got to go out and play and just try to get this thing level.
Here's Kopp again, wearing bright neon cleats. Yes, it is a soccer prerequisite. We must find the brightest, most highlighter-ish color cleats we can find.
Well, I'm going with 25 for PCA right there on the ball. I mean, those are a little pink going on. Those are pretty bright, colorful.
Yeah, Leo Levine is not lacking in the fashion department tonight.
On cue, he's got it.
Here he is, trying to cut back against the grain. Long right-footed shot. An adventurous try from Leo.
Good bend to that ball. Had a great vantage point of that from down here, and he was trying to stick that down low, but just not enough heat on it.
This is Garrett for PCA, was pressured by one of the frontline men for Shrine. That rolled out. Throw coming up. So 25 in purple. Leo Levine's got, what is that? Like, I'd call that salmon? You have a better view than me here.
Yeah, I would say they're not pink. They're, yeah, I'd say that's fair, Evan. I'd say salmon is the right shade.
Yeah, you can see those cleats right in the middle of your screen right now.
Yep. Yeah, it's an accurate assessment, fashion assessment by you.
Thank you. I try every once in a while, you know. I try. PCA on the attack again, trying to double the lead. This is handled near the top of the box. Another try coming, and Sean Murphy's got it again, the keeper for Shrine. Excellent boot. Traveled about 50 yards in the air. There's a reason why so many high school teams in Michigan now, when they find their kickers and punters, they just go to the soccer team and find somebody.
They do.
It's pretty remarkable, right, Ben? All the high school football we get to do in the fall. You ask the coaching staffs for teams about their kicking game, they're like, oh, I don't know, I found him on the soccer team. He's here once a week.
Yep, exactly. And then the one instance in this match, from what we know and we believe we've got it handled, is on the PCA side, Michael Levine. He's a wide receiver on their football team. And, you know, the coach, Ryan Thomason, had really high praise for him. He said he'll play a lot. We play 12, and he's one of the guys that they get in. They don't sub much off their bench, but he's one of the guys they count on. He's got good speed being a wide receiver, so we'll see what happens with him once we get a chance to see him in the match.
Special thank you to all our supporters and sponsors here on the Prep, including our friends at Tropical Smoothie. Located just down the road, 29486 Woodward Ave here in Royal Oak. Stop by for a refreshing, rejuvenating, and delicious smoothie after the game tonight. Right down the road, they're conveniently located Royal Oak store. They didn't even pay for this plug. I love tropical smoothie. Stockton family is a frequent consumer of tropical smoothie. My youngest brother, Vincent, who plays soccer at Detroit Mercy, who would be interested in a match like this tonight, that man lives off tropical smoothie. We appreciate you.
You know, I think their sandwiches are pretty underrated, too.
Oh, they're not underrated. They're properly rated as delicious, Ben. They are getting their dollar amount tonight, let me tell you. Shrine trying to get to that attacking third. Cop played it back. Where is the room here for Shrine? They're trying to find it. And that PCA defense again swallowing. Keeper finds it. That's the thing about a soccer match, right, Ben? It's this constant battle of Jenga trying to pull those blocks and find the answer. Right now, Shrine can't find them.
Yeah, and that was something I mentioned in the beginning, was both these back lines with the pressure that these attacks can both bring, and that was a really good job. Everybody in the right spot. No room for PCA, and another good job. Too hard to the ball there, Evan, and they're really banging, playing physical.
For anyone who doesn't believe soccer's a physical sport, go watch that sequence. Those are some hockey hip checks out there,
man. That's right, man. You got to have some toughness, man.
Here's Levine trying to settle it down for PCA. Looking around, finding a friend. And good work by that Shrine defense again. Imai tries the left side.
Ooh.
A little bit too hot. An attempted touch over there on that far side, but Kurzanowski couldn't bring it down. Xander, as we get another look at the physical play. They are dropping some elbows out there.
Yeah, as we talked, I mean, for one of these teams, their season's going to end tonight. And that's the mindset and the mentality you got to have. You got to go out and play as if it's your last match. And I think we're seeing that out of both these clubs. It's tightened up a little bit in that department. Both sides being a little more physical and fun to watch from down here.
The physicality you're seeing is the physicality Ben Holden shows every single time he takes the ice at Beer League Hockey.
I don't know about that.
Well, you got the scars to prove it and the Band-Aids, showing it proudly to me before.
Elbows and kinetic tape for the last 3 days. Yeah, I try.
Is it the physicality or Father Time that's hurting Ben here? You decide.
No, to be quite honest, the guy ran me, so I had to defend myself. So you know me, I'm pretty honest, and that's truly what happened.
Long, adventurous try. That's no problem for Sean Murphy.
Your dad will appreciate that.
Oh, he sure will.
He's a hockey guy.
Oh, he sure is.
Love it.
Left winger.
Right wing.
You're right wing?
Yep.
My dad's left wing. Okay.
There you go. We had to play on a line sometime together.
Yeah. Well, I'll have his people call your people.
You can center it.
Okay, all right. I usually was a left winger myself, but okay.
You're versatile. You can do it.
I don't know if I can be a two-way guy. You know, I score. I'm Patrick Kane over here.
I have confidence in you.
Thank you, Ben.
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that.
Of course.
Here's Whipple. Left side a little bit too strong for Levine. Believe it or not, we've only got about 15 minutes to go here in a fast-moving first half. Again, Plymouth Christian Academy's got the lead on a Shrine own goal that came 80 seconds into the match.
Oof.
This is still Shrine ball as a PCA defender went down, and then Bushy tried to head it from the seat of his pants. That was impressive.
That was my reaction. He's probably about 15 yards from me, and he tried to. I mean, that's an example of this could be your last game of the year for one of these teams. It is, and that was a great effort by Bushy there, trying to just get a piece of that ball while sitting on the seat of his pants.
Hey, man, you lose tonight, you're done. You are given every effort you got, even if you're literally not standing.
That's right. You have to.
This rolls out. Plymouth Christian Academy bench wanted to throw for them, but it is a Shrine throw. Make sure you stick around at halftime, by the way. Ben had a chance to catch up with both coaching staffs before the game. We will play those interviews for you at half. Levine overran it. This is Whipple. Cademan Whipple. Great looking ball, far side of the pitch. PCA crossing over. Sent out by Shrine's defense, which has been one of the best in the state, regardless of division, all year.
Yeah, 9 against in 18 matches coming in. That's pretty special.
I mean, right now, Ben, let's be honest, Shrine's got to be a little bit frustrated because the one goal they conceded was the own goal. And as you were pointing out a couple of minutes ago here, it does feel like they have handled the tenor of this match so far.
I really feel that, Evan. I do. They've had more chances. They've spent more time in the end of the pitch to your and I's right, and the camera right. I think they've been more connected. I think PCA has had to really work for the opportunities they've gotten. And I think that Shrine defense, they have responded. Now they're just trying to get this thing level, but here comes PCA on the move again.
There's Levine in those salmon cleats playing it back to Whipple. Beltran. Whipple. Ooh, good work again by Shrine. Carmine Kopp, the midfielder's been all over the pitch. Whipple, strong work, nice foot skills. Oh, we got away from a defender once. Still holding the ball.
Putting on a clinic.
I mean, those are those little moments in a soccer match where you marvel at the athleticism, although that's a tough rollout and a Shrine throw.
Yeah, Luke Elliott right in front of me just turned on him the wrong way, but what a job by Whipple there with the feet, showing the athleticism and the ability there. That was close too, but it just rolled past the line. Yeah,
good effort by Mac McDonald, another all-conference performer for Plymouth Christian Academy. Again, they're coming in with a 13-5-3 record, but they haven't lost since September 12th. Yep. They're 11-0-2 in the last 13. And they just knocked off Cristo Rey the other day in the district in the regional semifinal. That was the team that everyone expected to be here tonight.
Yep, and that's the only team that's beaten Shrine. It happened October 1st in the Catholic League tournament, 2-0.
PCA on the move again. Open for a little creativity and magic. Cleared away by Shrine, and they'll get to it in the midfield.
Good ball.
Excellent ball to the right side. Can they get on the end of it?
Ooh.
Bodies colliding. No whistle. Luke Elliott, strong work defensively for Plymouth Christian. Again, banging bodies with a trip to the state semifinal on the line. This is great work.
Yeah, you're not kidding, Evan. That was an unbelievable job by Elliott. The ball all the way down the pitch now, but a great job, great hustle play. That's what you want to see, and he's really been doing that the whole match.
Rice for Shrine. Up that left side of the pitch, 12.5 to go, first half. Rolling clock in these high school soccer matches, 40 minutes at the high school level. Haven't seen any substitutes yet, although it does look like a PCA Eagle about ready to check into the match. You can sub someone back into the match if they sub out at the high school and collegiate level, unlike professional, of course, where you come out and you're done. Here's Juan Beltran. Hoping for a runner on that right side, but once again, the Shrine defense was good, and then nearly a miscue. Man, a couple of nervy moments for Shrine. This has been weird for them tonight.
Yeah, Sean Murphy had to be really, really alert on that play, as that was a little too close for comfort, but they're able to keep it out of there. And
hello to our friends at Jets Pizza. Visit both their locations for the very best Detroit-style pizza here in the local area. At North Wayne Road, 6546 North Wayne in Westland, and 1749 Plymouth in Ann Arbor. There's a lot of places to get Detroit-style pizza. One of the very best, our friends at Jets. The explosion of Detroit-style pizza across the country, Ben. As Michiganders ourselves, it's a little weird that this nice little secret we had for a long time, now everyone's trying Detroit-style pizza. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, Jets has been in the game for a long time. They're allowed to stick around. Buddies is allowed to stick around. But Pizza Hut, do we need Pizza Huts? Detroit-style pizza?
No, I'm a guy that wants to see it stay local, man. We should have that.
Oh, again.
Oh.
Defense from Plymouth Christian Academy. They got confused. Thought it was a football game instead of a soccer match. This is a big blow from Garrett that is going to lead to a free kick for Shrine.
Yeah, he's a right back, and man, did he ever step up on that play. And talked about the physicality earlier, and that was about as physical of a play and collision we've seen so far, but a huge moment here for Shrine here, Evan. With 10 to play, can they get it level here on this restart and the set piece? They're organizing who they want over there.
One of the coach's sons, Anthony Soma, the freshman who took that hit. They'll play it short. Long drive just over the bar. There was some sizzle coming off that right foot.
There sure was. They got a really good look, and I really feel that's exactly what they wanted. They just missed the mark.
Thank you to our friends at High Torque Michigan. Industry leading in bolting and lifting equipment sales, rental, and service. They offer a full lab for calibration of all tool brands, make, and models. Call them at 1-888-HYTORC-2. Under 10 minutes remaining. And a first half that has seen PCA grab the lead, but they grabbed it on a Shrine own goal. Shrine will set up for this corner kick. Clock winding toward 9 minutes to go. Caden Whitbeck, number 19, into the corner to take it for Shrine. His mom was here an hour and a half before the match.
She was.
Setting up.
It's great.
Here comes her son's cross, headed away by PCA. Caden handling that ball again, far side of the pitch.
Oh,
Touch was heavy for Shrine. This allows PCA to race after it far side. Rolling out for a Plymouth Christian throw, and an opportunity thwarted for Shrine by those Eagles in purple.
yeah, two good opportunities for Shrine, and they come up empty on both. So another solid job defensively by PCA there, holding their own in their own end.
Shrine plays it to the far side of the pitch. I'll speak for all broadcasters watching tonight. We appreciate the easy-to-read numbers for both teams. The white and the purple, no problems.
Oh, another great play there, Evan, by Elliott, man. This kid's been all over.
Yeah, 21 with that blonde hair flapping in the chilly fall wind. Has been like the Energizer Bunny, man. He is going all over the pitch.
I'm really enjoying watching him. He's one of their seniors. We've talked about that. Last game, you don't want to end it. You want to get to the next round. You want to get to November 2nd in the state finals, and he is really playing that way. He has been really good. He's caught my eye more than anybody on their team here so far tonight.
Going to be another free kick here. Physicality from Plymouth Christian and Juan Beltran. Talented junior, all-conference performer for the Eagles. But right now he's got to set up again on a set piece for Shrine. Here comes that cross. Toward the far post, headed down and out. Looked like a counter potentially for PCA, but two guys got crossed up. No one went after the ball.
Mac McDonald just overran it. I saw the same thing you did, and he just overran the ball. He ran right by it.
Again, physical play. This time there's no whistle.
Whoa.
It's sent out and looked like it was coming near you, Ben. Looked like there's a parent down there taking pictures.
It was near her, and she dodged okay. She's fine.
Camera right back up to the eyes, snapping a few shots. The Instagram post waits for nobody. All right, here's Elliott to throw. And out for another throw. It came toward Whipple. 6 minutes remaining, first half, 1-0 PCA. Whipple still battling for it. Again, another throw for Plymouth Christian. Elliott little bit too heavy on the touch. And then Beltran coming back to force another throw. This will be Plymouth Christian Academy's.
Watching down here, Brock Bushy, you hear the little roar there behind me in the PCA student section. He looked over at him. He said, come on, let's hear it. And they responded to him.
Whipple off the set piece. Look at that ball fly. Headed high into the air. Spiked, and they will say, I believe, studs up on that, so this will be Shrines. A look at the starting 11 for Plymouth Christian, the formation, Ben, that you'll hear their coach talk about at halftime with you. They had to change up the formation after the slow start to the season. They were 2-5-2 at one point. Took guys a little bit of time to get acclimated to this new look, but the proof's in the pudding. They haven't lost since they changed formations.
No, and they were running, coach said they were running a 3-4-3, went to that 3-5-2, and he said, look, everyone was about winning on our team. Things just weren't clicking. They made the switch. They're 11-0-2 in their last 13, man, and here they are, 2 games away, 2 wins away, well, 3 wins away in total from winning a state championship if they can get it done here in Division 4.
Here they come again with Beltran, hoping for Levine on the other end. He is working hard, Leo is, along that end line. It's going to be a goal kick, but not for a lack of effort. Starting formation as well for Shrine. It's been pretty consistent all year, and that's with good reason. They've lost once all year entering play tonight. Will be fascinating to see, though, Ben, tail end of this first half and into the second half with Shrine trailing. At what point do they really forego defense and start to send a lot of men up offensively?
Yeah, that'll be a question I can certainly ask their coach, Mark Soma. We're going to talk to both coaches live at halftime as well, and it's a great point. I think the way they're playing, though, I don't have any problem the way they've responded from that own goal. I think the first maybe 2 or 3 minutes afterwards, they were maybe a little bit stuck in it. But after that, up until here in the last couple shifts down the pitch here, they have really been the team that's, in my opinion, they've had way more offensive chances and played in the offensive end of the pitch a lot more than the opposition here tonight so far.
3 minutes just about to go in this first 40 minutes in the Division 4 regional final. Levine's got it. Levine shooting, and a save made by Sean Murphy. That was a great chance and a good save.
Sure was. Beautiful ball, and Murphy with a great job and an outstanding work there defensively to take it away, Evan.
That's Dybes. 30 working hard. Left-footed cross. Is there somebody on the other end? There is not.
Wow.
But Tamer Dybes, big number 30, making it happen after the try from Levine.
You said it. He's big. He's built like a linebacker and used his size and strength to come away with the ball. Now here comes one for him.
He got dominoed off the play. Ball chipped ahead, hoping to get 19 on the other end. They could not get that guy wearing 19 in white Whitback on the other end. The try from Levine again. Murphy up to the task. Shrine brings it down to the middle. And then sent out of play by Plymouth Christian. That will also be something to watch, Ben, as this match goes along. At what point does Plymouth Christian start to send men back? If you're looking for a home for Wednesday or Sunday service, look no further than Hillcrest Bible Church, located at 3 Town Square in Wayne. They have 3 service sessions on Sunday and even a midweek service on Wednesday at 6:30. Under 90 seconds to go in the first 40 minutes in this Division 4 regional final. The Shrine have the equalizer late in the first half. Right now the PCA defense holding up. Caromed off a Shrine limb. That was off Aiden Malloy, number 2. Here's Levine. He does not have numbers. He's going to try to make a little magic himself. Look at Leo Levine. And taken away by Shrine. There's Elliott playing it ahead again. Whipple working hard. Men are tugging at the front and back of his jersey, and finally, they will rule this is a free kick for Plymouth Christian. We were waiting for that.
The first one I was okay with, but then the second one I'm like, all right, he's got to blow this dead, and they did. And that was the right call.
Is there a little late first half magic for the Eagles to double the lead? Whipple long ball in. A line drive headed down. Plymouth Christian got to work quick. Shrine takes it away. One last counter. 10 seconds to go in the half. This ball rolling down the far side of the pitch. An aggressive tackle that goes out. And that ends the first 40 minutes. Plymouth Christian scored on an own goal about 80 seconds or so into the match. And it's still holding up. Shrines acquitted themselves well, there's no question, but Plymouth Christian leading the match 1-0 on the Shrine own goal off the head of Jack Rice. We're back to hear from both coaching staffs and get you ready for the second half after this break. Hang tight.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Halftime of the regional final, Plymouth Christian Academy leads at 1-0 after 40 minutes, and their head coach standing by with Ben Holden.
What'd you see on the play when they put it into the goal for you guys to have a 1-0 lead?
Yeah, to be quite honest, sometimes the game of soccer is cruel. I thought Shrine got a tough break, but it was part of our game plan, was getting it in behind their backs, and that's what happens. Sometimes you get a lucky bounce. It's happened to us many ways this year, just the other way. So we'll take it, that's for sure.
What have you seen from your club since then and throughout the remainder of the half? What did you like from your club, first of all? That would be the first question.
I think our intensity is good. The effort and work rate's really good. I'm happy with that. I think we got to get a bit more composed on the ball. We're rushing it a little too quick, and if we can get the balls out wider instead of playing the ball straight up the middle, that'll help us. Their backs are great in the air. So on the ground, slotted balls will help us for sure.
Levine's been very active. I know he's a huge part of your club. The other guy I've been really impressed with is 21. Luke Elliott. I mean, this guy seems to be all over the pitch. How important are those two guys moving forward into half two?
Yeah, Luke's got their toughest assignment, number 19, and he's been winning that battle almost every single time. He's been phenomenal, and we're going to need Leo. We've put him up wide. We've played him up top. We just got to get him a goal.
What will the message be from you to your team as the second half begins?
There'll be a champion here tonight, and it's got to be us. We've got to keep the pedal to the metal. No crazy fouls. You saw we gave up a bad foul, and they had a wicked shot. So just stay composed, keep doing what we're doing. I think we'll be all right.
Thank you, Ryan.
All right, Ben. Thank you.
You bet. Thanks, man.
Thank you to both. Down on the field. Halftime here of the Division IV regional final between Plymouth Christian Academy and Shrine. Don't you worry. Their head coach, Mark Soma, had the chance to speak with Ben Holden before the match tonight. We hear from them both after the break.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
Well, Mark, a nice, cool, crisp, early fall evening for a huge match for your club. You get it on the home pitch. How's the club going? How's the week been, or at least the preparation leading up to this big game tonight?
It's been good. Weather's been great. A little bit like tonight. I think we're healthy. Got a few people back that have been out, and I think we're ready to go.
One loss this year. Since then, you guys have rolled, and you guys have a nice little run here in the playoffs. What's the makeup of this team? How do you best describe this group of guys you got this year?
Battlers.
Battlers.
Yeah, I mean, I think last year we had pretty similar makeup of teams. I think they learned their lesson last year we weren't cohesive last year. This year we've worked really, really hard every game to battle. It's not always pretty. We try our best to keep possession, but we try and go fast and be aggressive.
Who are a couple guys we need to keep our eyes on? Who are a couple of your top guys that really make your team click, and when they're on, really get your team going?
Our three, basically our attacking center mids, and Caesar and Caden are our focal point for our team. If they're performing well and people are feeding them the ball, they're hard to keep up with.
You've been doing this as the boys coach here for 23 years, you told me. In these moments, what do you tell these young guys? What do you say to them before you send them out and they prepared and everything's in their mind? What do you say to your young guys?
Relax.
That's it.
Yeah, relax. We do all season. We've done breathing exercises before we go on the field. We try and relax for a minute or two. Tell them to think about what they're going to do well for each other and go fight for each other. That's basically what we tell them before the game.
All right, well, good luck tonight. It's a massive match for both clubs, and thanks for your time.
Yep, thanks for having us. Thanks for coming, you guys.
You bet. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah, thanks you
man.
guys. Thanks, you guys.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
First, life gives us many. From buying your first car or first home to starting a business, Alliance Catholic Credit Union is here for you every step of the way. From checking and savings accounts and youth accounts to auto loans, mortgages, business needs, and financial planning. A full-service financial institution with over 70 years of experience. We're committed to serving your first, seconds, 50ths, and every day in between. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores! Located down the road in Berkeley at 2895 7 Woodford Ave. Uncle Andy's Pizza. Outstanding. Our crew enjoyed their delicious pizza tonight. You can order online right now at UncleAndysPizza.com. Delicious food from our friends right down the road. I'm not going to lie to you. Really love the New York Lovers Pizza. So if you've ever been to New York, you know their pizza's very good. Uncle Andy's came darn close, I tell you what. The large size of the pepperoni, just the overload of the pepperoni on the pizza was truly outstanding. Shout out to our friends at Uncle Andy's, making sure I need to eat absolutely nothing until my head hits the pillow later tonight. Evan Stockton, Ben Holden, glad you're joining us for this Division IV regional final between Plymouth Christian Academy and Royal Oak Shrine. Unfortunate set of circumstances in the first literal 90 seconds of the match. An own goal by Shrine allowed Plymouth Christian Academy to go up 1-0. There were some nervy moments for the Shrine defense overall, but they played pretty well in that first half. Really, the great opportunities came late in the half for Shrine. They had a couple of set pieces, a couple of corner kicks, but that PCA defense held firm, and they got this 1-0 lead as we approach the start of the second half. Someone's winning a regional final tonight. Someone is moving on to the semifinals. Will it be Plymouth Christian or will it be Shrine? We've got that answer for you when the second half starts next.
First, life gives us many. From buying your first car or first home to starting a business, Alliance Catholic Credit Union is here for you every step of the way. From checking and savings accounts and youth accounts to auto loans, mortgages, business needs, and financial planning. A full-service financial institution with over 70 years of experience. We're committed to serving your firsts, seconds, 50ths, and every day in between. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
All right, we're back at Shrine High. Shrine needs to battle back in the second half of this Division IV regional final. Down 1-0 to Plymouth Christian Academy. Shrine's head coach Mark Soma standing by on the field with Ben Holden. Guys, take it away down there. We'll get down to him when we can in a moment. Ben standing by with Mark Soma, who has two sons on the team. Caesar, who some call CJ, but he prefers to go by Caesar, and Anthony, the freshman who played a lot in that first half. All right, Ben standing by with Coach Soma. Let's see if they're ready down there on the field. Go ahead, guys. Take it away.
Beverage of the Michigan High School Athletic Association.
Go, Coach. Mark, your team right now, it's a 1-0 match. Probably thought it would be similar in terms of the score. The way that first half went, though, what'd you tell your guys after the first half of play?
Nearly 1,500 of the state's top student athletes will be
relax,
for
right? We were possessing well, we were passing well. we were playing with good intensity. Can't do anything about a mistake, right? That's soccer. It's work past it, work harder for it. That's about it.
I mean, I said on the call of the match, I said you got to forget it as quickly as it happened. I mean, that's just the reality of sports. What do you feel your team did well in that first half? It seemed to me that you had a lot of offensive chances. What'd you like out of your club?
We moved the ball well. We passed well. I think we should have tested the goalie a few more times. Some of the chances we had on goal weren't the best chances, or didn't end up on net. Need to improve that.
Is that the biggest area you need to be better in the second half, and you like your chances?
Yeah, we need to test the goalie, right? I mean, if we don't get any shots on net, we can't score goals, right? So we need some shots on goal.
Thanks for this and good luck.
Yep, no problem. Thank you.
You bet.
All right, guys, appreciate you both down there on the field getting ready for the start of the second half between Shrine and Plymouth Christian Academy. 40 minutes coming up after 40 minutes down. Again, the only goal of the match coming on an own goal for Shrine about 80 seconds into the match. One final break and the start of the second half coming up. Someone's going to win the regional final. Someone's moving on to the Division 4 semis next week. Pivotal 40 minutes of soccer starts in a moment.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we can get it, there's no hesitation.
Second 40 minutes of soccer. Shrine and Plymouth Christian Academy. First goal of the match, the only goal of the match for PCA about 80 seconds into the first half. And now, Ben, we were alluding to this at the end of the first half. Here in the second half, it will be fascinating to see at which point does Shrine really press people forward and at what point does PCA park the bus and try to get this thing to the finish line and to the semis next week.
Yeah, and I think, both coaches, look, you got to get more opportunities. You got to get more balls at the goal. And certainly for Royal Oak Shrine, as you and I talked, they had a lot of opportunities, set-piece opportunities, 3 or 4 that come to mind in the first half, but they didn't really get good looks. There was one good look they had that was to the near post, the end to my right where they were at. Other than that, they didn't really have chances. So, and we talked with their head coach, Mark Soma, and you and I talked about it. The own goal, it happens. It's part of the game, and he felt that his guys did a really good job of getting past that. But, yeah, I think we're going to see both teams turn up the throttle a little bit here offensively and start to take some of those chances here with a trip to the semis on the line here, Evan.
And that adrenaline, that blood flow is going to pump up as this second set of 40 minutes continues to wind. Shrine on the attack early. Good work by the defense for PCA, which is going to be undoubtedly taxed here in the second half. To the corner it comes. Here's the cross. Looking for someone on the other end. They nearly had Whitbeck, it looked like. 19.
You're going to see a lot more of that. Both clubs are going to do that. They're going to have to take chances, get the ball to the goal. That's what both coaches, one huge area of emphasis, said. Got to get the ball at the goal more. That's got to happen here in the second half.
McCaffrey, strong work on the tackle from behind for Shrine, and then they turned it over. Beltran to the middle. PCA would love a second goal to really allow them to breathe easier.
Oh, that'd be huge. Be huge.
Ahead with space. And then the touch a little heavy. Shrine's defense got it. We were talking about this throughout the first 40 minutes, how good Shrine's defense has been all year. 12 of their 18 matches coming in, they shut out the other team. So obviously it had to have been a little bit of a a mental glitch for them, Ben, to see one go in the back of the net 80 seconds in and go in off your own header, of course, an own goal.
Yeah, they're not. I don't have the statistics on that. I mean, I'd be shocked if they have even had an own goal this season. As good as they've been, as sound as they've been in front of their goalkeeper, Sean Murphy, and coming in 9 goals against in 18 matches. That is pretty dazzling stuff defensively. So, but look, PCA's not too bad themselves. They're not that good defensively, numbers-wise, but they're a team that can really buckle you down. They got a really good back line.
Ben, there was a member of the press box up here who was telling us earlier that Shrine has given up an own goal earlier this year, and it actually came in their only other loss to Cristo Rey in the Catholic League playoffs. Yeah.
Wow.
So not a good omen, I suppose.
No, that's not. And you hope for them that it doesn't come down to that for them with their season on the line and a trip to the semifinals on the line as well.
Beltran came back to briefly take it out of Shrine possession. Now they'll play it right to midfield. A lot of Shrine students here tonight. Always great to see, right? It's easy to come out to a hoops game or a football game, but when you see students pack the student section for soccer or volleyball, one of the quote-unquote Olympic sports, really great to see. Good student turnout here tonight. Here's Beltran on the run for Plymouth Christian Academy. Strong defense by Rice. He was the guy whose head it went off of on the own goal into the back of the Shrine net. Out for another throw. Right in front of you, Ben. If you really wanted to, you could have altered that throw-in. You could have blocked it like Batumbo if you wanted to.
I could have, but I was getting my communications to you dialed in a little bit better, Evan. So now I've got that dialed in, so we're all good.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yep.
Well, fantastic for some people. Maybe not for you. You have to actually hear me correctly, you know?
Nice and warm up there tonight, huh?
Oh, it's outstanding. How you doing down there?
I'm good, man. This is where I want to be, man. There's a chance there that's just off the mark. So, yep, doing good.
That feels like the type of chance that Shrine, by their own admission, has to take here in the second half, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think if you're PCA, yeah, you want to take those chances. But you right now, if I'm them, you don't want to play this thing as you're leading by 1. You want to get that second goal. You just touched on that. If you can get this thing to 2, you really got to like their chances. But I think they both got to put pedal to the metal here, even though there's 1 on the board for the club in the purple kits. But certainly for Shrine, they've got to be really, really attacking here in the remainder of this match here for 34.5 minutes. That one I got.
There you go. Don't touch it with your hand, though.
I didn't.
This is soccer. Everything but the hand. And the arm, because technically that's a handball.
That's right.
Yeah.
So helpful.
That's why I'm here, Ben, every once in a while. Ooh, trouble potentially on that back line for Plymouth Christian. They have to force it out. This is a throw in the attacking third for Shrine. McCaffrey to the middle. Play to the far side of the pitch. Looked like Levine over there got nutmegged, and then the defender behind him cleaned it up. And then it's out off Josh Mackey, it looked like, number 8 for Shrine, far side of the pitch. Battle on that end line. Ball ahead through its intended target. Raismeyer had it go through his legs, and then he tapped his chest after that, saying, my bad. Throw ahead for Shrine. They don't have the numbers here. The ball rolls out, and they have ruled. They're going to rule a throw here for Shrine. Right now you're seeing on the screen the bio for Plymouth Christian Academy. Girls teams won 3 of the last 4 conference and district titles. There's some future college stars that have played for Plymouth Christian over the years. Division 4 enrollment of just over 200 students. School opened in the 1980s. Ryan Thomason, their head coach, former student, class of 95.
And coaches both the boys and the girls there. He's been coaching the girls for 5 years and now in year 2. What a great guy. I got to say thanks to him, and also to the great folks at Shrine, Mark Soma. Both coaches have been awesome, and really appreciate their kindness and their help to you and I and our crew and all the interviews and coming over. Ryan was right over here in the half ended. I said, hey, I need you to come over at the end of the half. And, you know how coaches are. They always got a million things on their mind. And I turned around and looked, and boom, he's standing right there to do the interview. So thanks to both these coaches, both schools, and great people, and thrilled for us to be here tonight to broadcast this game.
As always, thank you to our friends and sponsors here at the Prep. Shout out for our friends at Tropical Smoothie just down the road, 29486 Woodward Ave here in Royal Oak. Stop by for a refreshing, rejuvenating, and delicious smoothie after the game tonight, right down the road at their conveniently located Royal Oak store.
I might be going by there on the way home.
Well, why don't you pick up a refreshing, rejuvenating, and delicious smoothie, Ben?
I think I will if I go in there, and one of their turkey sandwiches is what I'd get.
You're going to get it pressed on the panini? What do you think?
Probably would be the route I would go, yeah.
Shrine with the ball in their possession. Kept in play by Plymouth Christian along that far side. And now it's out for the Shrine throw. Just the one loss this year for the Knights. One of the best seasons in program history. Still a lot of time to go in the match, just over a half hour, but still, you would not be surprised. They're human after all. In the back of those Shrine players' minds, there's some doubts starting to creep in here.
Yeah, the winner of this one will get the winner of Lansing Christian and Auburn Hills Oakland Christian. That'll be next Wednesday, the 30th. That state semifinal match will be played at Stony Creek. And at this stage of the game, I mean, all these clubs that are playing, they're all the cream of the crop here in the state, and these two clubs are certainly in that mix. And see what happens here coming up on a long kick in here coming up here, Evan.
All set pieces in the second half are vital. Here's one from Shrine. Good-looking ball near the top of the box. Brought down and blocked on an attempted shot by the Eagles' back line. Open for someone on the other end. The PCA defender slipped. Ends up being okay, though. They find Dybes, that big-bodied midfielder for PCA running up.
He's a big boy.
I mean, if the football team ever needs an extra body, I present to you 30 on the soccer team.
Yep, he'd be a good defensive end or a left tackle.
How about a fullback?
Yeah, that too.
Give him the ball, let him
Tight
run right
end.
through the line. Yeah.
You got all kinds of, if the football coach is watching, you got all kinds of options.
I mean, there is a football player on this team. Michael Levine is a wide receiver on the football team.
Although he's a senior, is 30, so his eligibility in high school will soon be up once the calendar flips and they graduate in June. Maybe in college.
Maybe. Never say never.
That's right. Not much really happening here the last 2 or 3 minutes here. Both teams kind of in a little bit of a lull here. And
well, that's always interesting, right? In a match like this where it's win or go home, when someone scores so early, the chances sometimes are not as free-flowing as they would be in a nothing-nothing match.
Yeah, true. Look out.
Shrine is just trying to take some opportunities. They did take a try from long range a couple of minutes ago. Still plenty of time to be patient. This is Jack Rice, the sophomore. That was missing its intended target. McCaffrey, another sophomore on the near side.
Yeah, one of those unforced errors.
Royal Oak Shrine having this outstanding season, as we've talked about, 14-1-3. Won the Intersectional League and the Catholic League outright this year. Great program here. Similar size in terms of school, the Plymouth Christian Academy. Both in Division IV, competing in the regional final tonight. Almost a misplay along that back line. Levine gets to it for Plymouth Christian, and this ball rolls out. It will be a goal kick for Shrine.
He's the guy for me for Plymouth Christian, 25. If they're going to do something offensively and add to this lead, he's going to be involved in it some way, somehow. He's just too good of a player, and He's always around the ball. The position he plays, of course, leads him to that. He's a difference maker. He's been all year for them. And keep your eyes on 25 and those salmon cleats.
Plymouth Christian looking for a little room here. Probing that Shrine defense, which has held up aside from the own goal.
Plymouth Christian contingent not happy with that call, but we play on.
I believe someone in the crowd was asking the official if he's blind.
It's been known to happen, and I've heard that more than once.
Heard a rumor they often chant at the refs, "Are you blind or are you deaf?" at hockey games. Heard a rumor. Heard a rumor.
Whoa.
Here's bodies tumbling. Weren't blind to that one. This is going to be a free kick coming up for PCA.
Sure is.
Physical play has continued all night. That time it was Whipple who was tangled up the Shrine defense. That was 6 in white, Carmine Kopp. Here comes the long ball ahead. Murphy racing to it for Shrine. He let it roll out, but that was not a smart decision. Should have tried to play it. This is a corner instead for Plymouth Christian Academy.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I mean, it just a little bit of hesitation and a little bit of hesitation there. And here's a golden opportunity here for Plymouth Christian here with this corner, Evan.
Here it comes. Crossed into the box. Headed away by Shrine. Always got to have your wits about you on plays like that, right? Cross coming in from the corner, got to head it away.
They turned it right back over, though.
Ball ahead. Missed. Parker Thomason, the freshman, coach's son. It's always got to be tough to be the coach's son. I don't care what every coach says about, oh, I treat him the same. I don't believe that. Every coach's son or daughter just has it a little tougher, in my opinion, Ben.
Hey, I can attest this way. My dad never coached me in sports, but I worked for my dad for 3 years. And, yes, you are correct. I'll leave it at that.
I actually did play for my dad in hockey growing up. And
okay, so you know too then.
Well, I could have had a hat trick, but he'd bring up the bad shift in the second period.
And
you know?
you're riding the pine for the next 3 shifts.
Yes, you are bringing back a lot of memories and a lot of PTSD that I thought was dead and gone.
It goes away the older you get.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I needed to hear that.
I'm here to help, brother.
Ball ahead. Can try and get someone on the other end. Sent away by Plymouth Christian Academy. That's what Shrine wanted, though. That's what they were telling you at halftime, Ben. We just have to be aggressive with our chances here.
They do, and you know they've had more possession here in the second half, but they had more possession in the first half too. But again, to their coach's point, Mark Soma, if they're not getting shots at the goal, none of it matters. They've got to get balls in those scoring areas and get opportunities. Look out here.
Right on Murphy. Grant Raismeyer all over the pitch. Shrine quickly sends it ahead. They'll find this ball in the middle. Shrines again. Looking for space, and they find it on the far side of the pitch. Aiden Malloy toward the middle and sent out. Liam Garrett charging up for the back line to send it out of play.
Yeah, that was a really good read by Garrett. Watched him track that ball for about 10 meters. Excellent defensive play.
Over 15 minutes into the second half. Again, that goal for Plymouth Christian Academy came on a Shrine own goal in the opening 2 minutes of the match. And the tenor of it has definitely changed since those first couple of minutes. Plymouth Christian Academy trying to get tally number 2. Played ahead. Can Levine get to the other end of it? He cannot, but there was a whistle behind the play. This will be a free kick for PCA.
And there's Levine, Evan. He's always around it, and their students and their fan section getting into it just over my right shoulder, and he forced the play. He put pressure on the defense. He put pressure on the keeper, and he sets him up here for a grade A opportunity here with 23 minutes to play in the match.
The foul was on Jablonski for Shrine. Whipple to take for Plymouth Christian. Whipple lets it go and makes the field goal.
Yeah. Wrong sport. Good kick, but wrong sport. Yeah, that one just went up on him way too high. Climbed the ladder seemingly a meter or two after it left his foot. Just got way underneath that ball too much, and that's an opportunity there that you got to get something out of. Even if the keeper makes a save and you can keep a little pressure on, but maybe they get it back here on the bit of sloppy play here by Shrine with the ball.
Turned over again by Shrine. Yep. Sloppy defensively in their back third. Plymouth Christian after it and cleared away by Shrine. A few nervy moments in the middle. This is out. This will be a throw for Plymouth Christian Academy. There's a lot of great places to get Detroit-style pizza. Very best in the land. Go visit a couple of locations for our friends at Jets. We'll let you know those locations after this. Rolling on the keeper for Shrine. Swallowed by Sean Murphy. 6546 North Wayne in Westland and 1749 Plymouth Road in Ann Arbor. Very best Detroit-style pizza. Don't go anywhere else but Jets. Whipple hounded by a couple of defenders for Shrine. And it taken away, and then, yep, that is going to be a foul. Whipple's not sure what he did. When he watches the replay, I think Cademan will know exactly what he did.
Yeah.
All right, battling for it here. Here comes the push. Yep, there we go. That was a foul.
Too much.
They allow a certain level of physicality in a win-or-go-home soccer match like this, but that was too physical. Here comes the set piece for Shrine. Into the box it comes, and handled by PCA.
Nick Virgil getting up to get that one, and for my money, that's the best save he's made here tonight. That was an outstanding play to get in there and get his hands on that ball in a critical situation for his club.
Those are the moments as a keeper where you've got to have nerves of steel. Oh, counter snuffed out by Shrine. Plymouth Christian Academy will take that, though. They're not afraid to watch this clock run. And now, Ben, you do start to wonder, about half the second half gone, when does PCA send numbers back? Not going to do it here. Cross coming and handled by the keeper for Shrine, Sean Murphy. Long throw ahead. They will get a man onto the end of this, McCaffrey. Garrett to the middle. Levine waiting for numbers. Levine, long try, no problems for Murphy.
Your PCA, though, you'll take that all day. You keep playing in their end, keep the pressure on them, and they keep forcing turnovers like they do here, but can they keep possession of this one? I don't know if they will.
Taken away by Plymouth Christian Academy and Luke Elliott. Brought back down by Shrine. They'll send this all the way to the keeper, Murphy, who's been a busy man tonight. That's all the way out for a throw. Garrett to throw it in. I think he just blew a kiss to the Shrine student section.
He sure did.
That is outstanding.
He's been coaching them, his student section on all night, and he just gave him a little wave there.
Man, I wish I was as confident as Liam. Good on you, man. That's outstanding. You know he's going to watch this broadcast back, clip that up, and show literally anybody who asks.
Proud moment. Here we go.
Here's Beltran. Long try right on Murphy.
So the last couple trips down, you've seen PCA coming with a little bit more steam, in my opinion, here. They've been coming with a little bit more pep in their step and a couple of balls toward the keeper. You're up 1-0, but I think if you can get to 2, you probably put this game away.
Wow, no whistle. Yeah, they let them play on. Plymouth Christian Academy players and fans were stunned by that no call. There was definitely contact there, Ben, as we watch the replay.
No doubt. I mean, for sure. The only call I think so far tonight I've seen and said, I don't know about that one, and they let that one go.
Shrine on the counter. Ooh, that may be a card there.
Yep, there
Garrett
it is.
aggressively, there's the yellow, and the guy who was just blowing kisses to the crowd will now get greeted by that Shrine student section.
And Dybes goes right to him and couldn't hear what he said, but put his hands on his shoulders, and you got to believe it was something like, hey, man, settle down a little bit here. But I'm watching Garrett go off, and the coaches are over there, and hands out, but they're going to be a man down here with him getting the yellow here, and that's a huge, huge moment. Shrine with the biggest opportunity they've had thus far in this match.
They have 2 men over the ball on the free kick. Arcing ball into the box, headed down, rolling and handled. Oh my goodness. Those were some interesting moments for the Eagles.
I was right behind Adam Ime when he sent that ball in, and watching him almost like in slow motion. His hands were in the air, and then he put his hands on top of his head as that thing almost found its way in, and it remains a 1-0 lead for PCA.
17.5 minutes with a rolling clock. For Plymouth Christian Academy, this will be the longest 17 minutes and change of the season. For Shrine, it'll probably feel like the shortest.
And the roar is for Garrett coming back into the match. Number 2 in purple, Evan. And they're chanting Gary in their student section, their fans and their families.
Opportunity. This is a rolling ball on Murphy, who handles it again. There really hasn't been a grade A quality chance for Plymouth Christian in the second half, but they don't need another one. They just got to keep Shrine off the board.
What a play there.
They may have some numbers here. Good job by McCaffrey.
Beautiful.
Rolling to the far side of the pitch. Can they get across built? No. Strong work by the defense for the Eagles. Shrine after it again. Chasing the ball down. Where does the opportunity come from? Running into that right corner. Still playing. There was never a whistle. It's a throw for Shrine.
Yep.
Deflecting off of bodies, rolling near the top of the box, and sent away by Plymouth Christian Academy. Leo Levine with 2 guys behind him and 1 in front of him. He is the only man up, Ben. Here we are. All of a sudden, Plymouth Christian is sagging a lot of their midfielders and defenders back.
Yep, clogging it up, and speed on display there right up the near side touch line, and they turn it back over, though, to Shrine here.
Coming up on a half hour into the second half. 25 minutes into the second half, beg your pardon. Again, the only goal of this match came not even 90 seconds into the match. An own goal for Shrine gave Plymouth Christian a 1-0 lead. Shrine coaching staff desperate at halftime for some better chances in the second half. They've had a couple of opportunities here, but nothing grade A. McCaffrey for Rice. Around the rim it goes for Shrine. A team that's lost once all year and had given up 9 goals all year before tonight.
That's incredible. They started playing in mid-August, the high school soccer teams in this state. Just incredible.
Plymouth Christian Academy couldn't link up that final pass to get an opportunity, but a turnover. Long, adventurous try. Have one, why not?
Wow.
Nearly found its way home. I think that was Whipple who let it go again, Ben.
Yep, he's got, Coach told us he's got 10 goals for them, and you can see why. He's got a deadly foot, great release, great accuracy, and yeah, why not? Give it a shot.
And oh, by the way, if it goes out of play, the clock keeps on rolling, right? You kill 30, 40 seconds.
Yep. Lansing Christian, I don't know if you heard that. They won 2-1, so that's whoever wins this match, they will play that Lansing Christian powerhouse in the state semifinal next Wednesday, October 30th at Stony Creek in the state semifinal.
Both coaching staffs talked before the game about how much they respect that Lansing Christian team.
Yep.
Shrine with an opportunity. Running along that far side, there's a collision. I believe they have whistled for a penalty.
Oh, they have.
Oh, my goodness. Plymouth Christian can't believe it. That's Brock Bushy pleading his case. That was clearly in the box. Carmine Kopp, who's been all over the pitch tonight, colliding. Shrine has a chance in front of their home fans in the regional final to tie it up with 13 and a half to go. Adam Emai to take it. Adam Emai has tied it. Calm and collected from the spot, Ben, and we play on.
You know, Evan, he was one of the first young guys on their team that I saw out on the pitch. You and I were here about 5:30. I walked up. I obviously saw his number, and I wasn't sure on how to say his last name. We know how to say it now. And he was out there diligently working on his game, and what a moment for him as he blasts that thing home. He's a junior on their club, and they get this thing level here, and here we go with 13 and a half to go.
Shrine has tied it. An own goal for Plymouth Christian Academy. Shrine own goal, 80 seconds into the match, and now they get a PK to tie it.
They've got both goals in the match.
Yeah, they're all square now, Ben, and they've got to be thinking, okay, karma's even, now we can start the match all over again.
Yep, and they've clearly got the momentum here. Crank it up, go on the attack, get balls at the goal.
Yeah, now I wonder, right, how aggressive do both teams be? Do they play for extra time? Do they try to get this thing to penalty kicks? Or does Shrine try to ride the momentum and finish this thing in regulation?
I think you play to win it in regulation. Both sides do. You don't want this thing going on any longer than it has to at this stage of the season, although you don't play again for another, 5 days once this one's over, but that's what I would think both teams would want to do, is try to get this thing over here in the next 12 and a half minutes and win it.
Approaching 10 minutes remaining in regulation in a 1-1 match. Adam Emai has just tied it from the spot for Shrine. Dybes. Beltran racing to it, sliding Murphy. Excellently played by that Shrine keeper.
Outstanding work. Tracked that thing perfectly.
Emai. Ball ahead. Can someone get on the other end? Bushy headed it away. He's the man who committed the foul in the box that allowed Shrine to score on the penalty. Shrine possessing again, approaching the PCA back third. Does the winner come late for either team in this Division IV regional final? Friendly reminder for you, if we do get to overtime, and it's 2 10-minute overtime halves here in high school, and if necessary, then we would go to PKs.
Yep.
We will cross that bridge if and when we get there, though. McCaffrey for Shrine, hauled down right in front of the Shrine bench. They're going to like this call. McCaffrey down. making sure he got the call, gathering himself.
It's a yellow.
It's the second yellow, Ben, on PCA in this second half.
Yep, they're getting a little careless here, and if you're Shrine, man, here's your opportunity. Seize the moment.
In front of their home crowd on a chilly October night. All that work you did when the weather was a little warmer in June, July, and August is for the night like this. Shrine will send all but 2 men forward as they stand over a free kick. Here it comes, arcing hot toward that far post. Headed down, chased down by Shrine.
Ooh.
Another man falls down. This time they do not rule a foul. Play continues. Back toward the middle. Swarming defense from PCA, and this time Whipple finds it. Turns and clears it to midfield. Back in that direction. Couldn't be brought down by Shrine. This could be a counter for PCA. Levine on the run. Can they find him? Bodies colliding. Again, they play on. Ball ahead. Again, hoping for someone on the other end. It's Sean Murphy, who's handled everything his way here in the second half. Adam Imai has scored a penalty kick within the last 10 minutes of this second half. Game with just about 13 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Is there a late winner in the final 10 minutes, or do we go to overtime? They'll get a man on the end of this. When does the cross come? Maneuvering to the right foot. Top of the box shot blocked. Still loose.
Oh.
Another try. Oh, Virgil got there. Finally, the opportunity came. It looked like it was going to float into that top right corner, but the PCA keeper said no. That was Anthony Soma, the freshman, one of the coach's sons for Shrine, who nearly had the late winner.
Unreal. So close. Plenty of time. Good look at it. Good strike. But we stay deadlocked at one.
Murphy to it again. Murphy's punt. Arcing high and right. Rolling along the pitch. To the middle, brought down by Shrine. They'll get someone to the end of this on the right side. Sent out for a throw deep in the back third for PCA. 8 minutes and change remaining. Throw in. High arcing ball. Shrine's got it left side of the box. Cross coming in. Off of limbs. Shot blocked. And cleared by Plymouth Christian, but not that far before Rice brought it down for Shrine. Probing that right side again. Now back to the middle. Long try, no issues for PCA. That's tough, too, at the end of halves like this, Ben, right? You want to have one. You want to have that opportunity, but sometimes it's a try from well outside of the box, and maybe it would be better played to just hold possession for a little bit longer.
Yeah, sometimes you got to make that extra pass or make that play outside to separate a little bit. Look out here.
Opportunity maybe for Plymouth Christian Academy. Man alone in the box. He has scored. Grant Raismeyer wants everyone to know his name and number.
What a play. The speed, the determination of 23 in purple. Splits through, gets in, stays with it. Now they've got the 1-goal lead back here with just less than 7 minutes to play here, Evan. What an effort there. Their number 9, the sophomore, comes through with the biggest goal in his young career for Plymouth Christian Academy.
And that is the beauty of this sport in a nutshell.
Yep.
7 minutes ago, Shrine has scored on a penalty, and you're thinking, we're bound for extra time. And then almost out of nowhere, Plymouth Christian Academy is 7 minutes just about away from the semis.
It sure is. A lot of time left here. Here we go.
Remarkable night of soccer at Shrine, and there's still a few minutes to go. They are going to send everyone forward. They need a goal, and they need it now. A team that's lost once all year, but against a confident PCA club that hasn't lost since the second week of September.
The 12th against Liggett at home, 1-0.
11-0-2 in the last 13, and an unforced error by Shrine means PCA can throw in and kill some clock. Remember, this is a rolling clock in high school. They do stop the clock on injuries, and in the final 5 minutes, if they think a team's stalling, they can stop the clock.
Yes, correct.
PCA doesn't need another goal, so they're trying to get it to that corner flag. Two goals, one for each team here in the second half. Imai scored from the spot for Shrine. Raismeyer's just scored for Plymouth Christian Academy. Beltran to the middle, hoping for Levine, a little bit long. Now Shrine on the counter. That's a nifty back heel, but it was 2 men on 4 and handled by PCA. Whipple. Toward that corner flag he goes with 5 minutes remaining. It's out for a throw. Got it in pretty quickly toward that corner flag. Levine set it back. Again, PCA in no hurry. They will have one from outside of the box. It did not get deflected, so it's a goal kick. I'll be honest, Ben, it kind of felt like PCA was going quick there when they didn't need to. They've got the lead. They got to kill some clock.
They seem to me like they want a third goal. That's kind of the sense I'm getting down here on pitch side here, but
hey, you get that third goal, it's not over, but yeah, it's over.
Yeah, I think it's over. You get the 3. I mean, you go up 2, but still 4 and change the play here and plenty of time.
There are 2 men forward right now for Plymouth Christian Academy. 9 men back, including the keeper. This is the old park the bus formation if you play FIFA. To the corner it goes. Shrine hoping for a corner. They will not get it. That's a goal kick for Plymouth Christian Academy.
That's huge.
Mark Selma, the head coach for Shrine, has built a great program here. He's a grad. 1990, went to Michigan State. Go green, go white. Graduated in 95. He coaches the boys and girls teams here at Shrine. He's an institution.
He is.
But right now, Ben, all Coach Selma cares about is, can I get a late goal here and keep playing soccer tonight?
Somebody get one here. Somebody get one.
Strong tackle by Plymouth Christian Academy. They can get it to that far side of the pitch. Run to space and kills some clock. Beltran chips it ahead. Levine could not get to it on the other end. Murphy will boot it away. 3 minutes to go.
I like the approach here in the last couple of minutes from PCA. I mean, they're not slipping back. They're taking the match and taking the attack to Shrine in their last couple trips down the pitch here.
Beltran heads it away. Shrine plays it ahead, had it away. Confident play by Luke Elliott. Throw for Shrine, quickly in. Elliott there again. Booted down the pitch by PCA, under 2.5 to go.
23. Yeah. What's his name? Grant Raismeyer.
PCA throw. Levine brought it down. Shrine sends it ahead over its intended target. Liam Garrett popped it up. Steered away by PCA. This will be a Shrine throw, as everyone rooting for the team in purple wants that clock to move. Everyone rooting for the team in white wants the clock to stop.
Good ball.
Dybee sends it down the pitch, a powerful left-footed boot. We're coming up on 1.5 to go. Everyone in the stands getting to their feet.
Dybee's got him fired up when he came back down this way.
Sent away again by Plymouth Christian Academy. Grant Raismeyer had the goal late in the match 5 minutes ago to give them this lead. Can they hang on and get to the semis? Shrine still got something to say. Into the right corner they go. The cross along the ground. It's loose, still free, and cleared. 1 minute to go. Shrine battling for it right side of the pitch. It's out for a throw. Into the corner. Cross coming again. Looking for room. Cleared. Sent back. Off the side of a foot. Sent back to the right side of the box. Wanted a handball. They didn't get it. PCA sends it as far as they can. It's out for a PCA throw.
Evan Caesar Soma had that chance in there for Royal Oak Shrine. Number 13, their captain. Great look. Can they get it back here with 20 seconds to go, though?
Clock still rolling. To the middle of the field it comes. 10 seconds remaining. Shrine needs pixie dust. McCaffrey brings it down. 5 seconds to go. This ball is loose. One final chance. It's over the bar. And Plymouth Christian Academy, with late magic, is on to the semis. On a chilly October night, all those guys smiling and giving hugs in purple, gold, and white will remember this night for forever.
The final score today, Plymouth Christian Academy 2.
What a match. Ben, these guys just knocked off the team that everyone thought was going to win the state, Detroit Cristo Rey, last game. Now they go on the road to Shrine in the regionals and knock them off. I can't imagine a soccer team having more confidence going into the state semis.
An unranked team at that. This is now 5 teams that have been ranked in front of Plymouth Christian Academy that they've beaten this season. They're now 12-0-2 in their last 14, and they'll play Lansing Christian on Wednesday, October the 30th in the state semifinal. And what a performance, what an effort, and what a clutch late goal by Grant Raismeyer. We're going to talk with him. He's going to be our G of the game. We'll get him once the regional trophy is presented and the handshake lines are continued. But what a clutch moment by him. Doesn't get any bigger for that. You're a high school soccer player in the state of Michigan at this stage of the state tournament.
Before we talk to the hero, we'll hit a break and come on back to recap what has been an outstanding night of soccer. Congratulations to both Plymouth Christian Academy and Shrine for a heck of a night. Congratulations to PCA on winning in the regional final. We're back to give them their kudos after this.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
Your Catholic faith, it's at the core of who you are, what you do, and the decisions you make. At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, we make your faith and finances work together. From home needs to business needs, from school to retirement, we've got the financial well-being of our Catholic community covered. Visit us today and see how your faith and finances can work together. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores! First, let us honor our district and regional finalists in Division 4.
What a night. Congratulations to Plymouth Christian Academy for capturing the Division 4 Regional Championship in an outstanding night of soccer. They get an own goal in the first half, and they take a 1-0 lead until the 13.5-minute mark of the second half when Shrine scored from the spot to tie it. But a late winner from Plymouth Christian Academy with about 6 minutes to go means those guys are moving on to play Lansing Christian next week for the Division 4,
I can't.
for an opportunity in the Division 4 state championship. Ben Holden, you're down on the field. You're going to talk to the hero of the night in a moment, but this was an outstanding night of soccer.
It's there.
Ben preparing for the post-game interview in our G-brand G of the game. You know, these are the moments where on one side, right, it's, to borrow the old line from ABC Wide World of Sports, the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Great night for Plymouth Christian Academy. Smiles, handshakes, and hugs all around. They'll get ready for that semifinal game next week. There's no question, but they're going to celebrate the heck out of this game tonight. And on the other side for Shrine, it's the agony of defeat. You can't help but feel for these guys who battled all night in front of their home crowd. Royal Oak Shrine got the thing tied just about 27 minutes into the second half, but then they concede the late winner. And Plymouth Christian Academy is now 12-0-2 in their last 14 games. They haven't lost in 8 weeks. And they are moving on to the Division 4 semis next week to play Lansing Christian. Let's see if Ben's down there. Ben, can you hear us down there right now?
Thanks.
Ben getting set for our interview with our G-brand G of the game. A happy bunch of Plymouth Christian Academy Eagles. Ryan Thomason, their head coach, with his son on the team, getting to celebrate a regional championship. That man will get ready for the semis soon, but for now, he's soaking up this night. A happy bunch of Eagles. Flying high. Regional champs.
School have enjoyed hosting you in today's game.
Nights like this, any sort of sporting event that comes down the line like this with a title on the line, and guys making memories they'll remember until they're old, fat, and gray. This is why sports are just the greatest thing in the world.
Here.
Let's hit a break and come on back. We're back to wrap up this regional championship for Plymouth Christian Academy right after this.
From an ordinary idea comes a great journey. It all starts with a simple thought, a vision of something bigger, greater than what already exists. It's that spark that ignites the passion and drive to create something truly amazing. At G-Brand, we understand this journey well. We take pride in the details and perfecting every aspect of the process, regardless of how small or big they may be. Because it's more than just a design or a shirt. It's about outfitting future champions. There's something to be said about a team coming together, each member contributing their unique skills, talents, and ideas. It's that collective effort that takes a simple idea and turns it into something truly great. The process can be excruciating, with countless hours spent tirelessly reviewing every detail. But the end result is pure and so rewarding, knowing that we've created something that will inspire greatness in those who wear it. Whether they come from a savage land or a booming metropolis, whether their numbers are 2 or 2 billion, the greatest their numbers could ever become is truly to become one. That's why at G-Brand, we're more than just a clothing company. We're a movement, a community of like-minded individuals who believe in the power of coming together to make a difference. So join us on this journey as we strive to outfit future champions and inspire greatness in all that we do. G-Brand. Now that's game.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we can get it, there's no hesitation.
Welcome back to Shrine High, where the Plymouth Christian Academy Eagles are off to the semis, back-to-back impressive wins over two of the best teams in Division 4. Their state title dreams are still alive, and the G of the game standing by on the field with Ben Holden.
Grant, I'm going to go out on a short limb and say that's the biggest goal you've scored in your soccer career for this high school team. Is that accurate?
Absolutely.
Walk me through the play and what happened and what you saw in the play.
Man, first of all, I'd like to give all this glory to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I couldn't do it without him. So I got the ball here, and I was thinking, man, I just really want to get it for my guys. I dribbled down the sideline, and I kind of blanked out at the end. I don't really know what happened. I just dribbled fast, hit it with the left. It goes bottom right, and I celebrate with the fans. It's amazing.
Did you see an opening, or were you just kind of, like you said, you just kind of saw a chance and took it, or did you see any kind of opening where you wanted to place it?
I knew the goalie would be coming at me, and I was at the left side, so I knew that right side would be open. That's where I hit it.
What's the one word you'd use to describe this team?
Shoot, what's the word when you're like down? You know, we started out rough, but then here we are, regional champs. You know, I forget what that word is, but that's what we are. We're comeback. That's what it is. We're comeback.
Comeback.
That's what it is.
And now you're 2 wins away from a state championship.
Yes, sir.
What do you say about the way you guys just battled? I mean, especially after they get the match level at 1-1. And to me, it didn't seem like you guys, even when you got the lead after your goal, it didn't seem like you guys were stopping at all. It seemed like you were constantly on the attack.
We've been in that situation before. We let up an early goal. We go down even in the playoffs, and we've had that ability where we can just come right back. And so that prepared us for tonight.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. You're our G of the game.
Thank you.
Brought to you by G-Brand USA. Thanks, buddy. Enjoy it.
So much.
And you guys will have a little bit of time off before you play in the semis. Enjoy that, and congrats.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, great. All right, let's go back up to Evan. We'll get the coach in here in a moment, Evan. Back to you for a moment, though.
Appreciate it, Ben. You know, I think the one thing Grant lacks is confidence. That was sarcasm. Back down to the field we go. Ben standing by with a happy head coach.
All right, we're here now with the head coach. Ryan, what an effort by your club. And did they do what you said to me they had to do at halftime in the second half, man?
Yeah, I think so. And what we preached over and over again is don't get frustrated. Be resilient, keep fighting, persevere. We're going to get one. We knew we needed 2 goals. That was the thing at halftime. We said one won't do it. We've got to get a second, and they kept fighting until we did. Couldn't be prouder. It's a great effort.
What did you see on Grant's game winner?
Well, it's what he does. He's resilient, and he just keeps pressing, and eventually the backs give it up to him, and then his speed, and then a brilliant finish to the corner with the left foot. So it was a class finish. Couldn't be prouder for him.
You talked to us pregame about you had 4 wins against teams that were ranked higher than you. Your team's not ranked. You got 5 now. You come on the road, and you do it in a playoff match in their stadium. What's it say to you about this group of young men you have?
I just think it's what we've been talking about all year is we know who we are. We walk like champions. We play like champions. We persevere, and we fight for each other. That's what we've talked about all year, and it's coming to fruition. Sometimes things take time, and you've got to keep working hard, not giving up, and then at the right times things will happen, and that's what's happening to us. So couldn't be prouder for the boys. It's who they are. They are champions, and I couldn't be prouder.
It's a huge moment for your program, huge moment for your school. You got a little bit of time off before you play in the state semifinal. Thanks for everything you did here to help us tonight.
Yeah,
Congrats
sure.
to your program. It was
Thank
awesome
you.
to see you guys do
Yeah,
it.
one last thing. We took down 1, we took down 3, now down goes 4. So we're after Lansing Christian. We know what they entail, and we still got a long way to go. We're not happy with what obviously we're excited, but we know there's more to do. So we're ready.
More work to be done.
That's right. Thanks.
Thank you, Ryan.
Ben.
All
Appreciate
right.
it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Evan, back up top to you.
You know, often they'll talk about a 12-hour rule or a 24-hour rule. Apparently for Coach, that was like a 12-minute rule. He's already on to the semis. You thought he'd at least take a little bit to enjoy it. I'm sure he will. What a night of soccer here at Shrine High. Obvious congratulations to Plymouth Christian Academy, who has knocked off Cristo Rey and now Shrine. Maybe the 2 best teams in Division IV in back-to-back games. But also a shout-out as well to Shrine. They played a heck of a match. They dealt with adversity early on in the match, gave up an own goal, got the tying goal from the spot on a PK with 13.5 to go in the second half, and then that late winner for Plymouth Christian Academy. 2 outstanding soccer teams with nothing to be ashamed of, but tonight it was just a little bit too much for Plymouth Christian Academy, who may just be a team of destiny. They haven't lost in a long, long time. Memories for those players, memories for all those students on the field, and memories for us, our outstanding crew here at the Prep, getting to celebrate a little MHSA soccer tonight. Division IV regional final going away for Plymouth Christian Academy. For Ben Holden, all of us behind the scenes today, and Evan Stockton up here in the booth. I think Ben's headed to the car ready to get warm. He was down in the field the whole game. Evan saying thanks for watching here from Shrine High. Congratulations to Plymouth Christian Academy, and a heck of a match. They won it by a final of 2-1. For the whole crew, Evan saying thanks for watching, and go have a great rest of your Thursday night.